Hello guys, how are you doing? It's AJ. Welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to save money fast even on a small income. So let's jump right into it. So guys, if you want to save money fast in a very short period of time, you just have to cut out non-essentials. When it comes to spending, lots of money goes into things that aren't even not really necessary. Think about it. How much money do you really need in a month? The moment you just sit down and ask yourself how much money you need in a month and cut down every single thing that you don't need, it's just a want. Right now you are not aiming for comfort. You're trying to save more money at really a fast rate, so you have to cut down everything, everything that is non-essentials. Only remain with the things that are really necessary, especially if you want to hit your saving goals really fast. Make a challenge and put yourself into it. Impose yourself in the challenge and tell yourself that I'm not going to be spending anything on things that I really don't need this time. So I'm going to be doing this for maybe 2 to 3 months so that I can accumulate more money, and save. Because guys, if you sit down and cut out the things that are really not essential, you're going to find out that you're actually saving lots of money, and that is what will enable you to reach where you want to reach. So guys, cut out non-essentials and only remain with the needs. Only take care of the needs, and the rest is going to work out really fine when it comes to saving money, because these non-essentials are usually taking lots of money. If you sit down and do the math, you'll see that. Guys, after you have cut down on essentials, you have gone back to your budget and checked everything, and you have removed anything that is not really necessary, then you are actually at a step. The next thing you have to do, you have to track every single penny. You have to track every single dollar. You have to track every shilling. Guys, if you are going to be tracking, then it's going to be easier for you to know where you need to make the necessary adjustments. Guys, tracking is a really essential skill when it comes to money, because the moment you know where your money goes, it's going to be easier for you to make the changes needed for you to save more money. So guys, when it comes to saving, you actually have to implement this, especially if you're really aiming to hit that high number in a short time. So start tracking everything and just sit down after tracking and analyze the data that you have, because after that you're going to know where you actually need to stop pushing money, where you need to push more money, where you need to stop spending at all. And this is something that is going to put you a step forward when it comes to saving. So guys, what I may talk about right now may seem not to be really big of a deal, but trust me, it really makes a huge difference. You have to set clear goals when it comes to saving. Have a goal and set a deadline too. The moment you actually have a clear goal when it comes to saving and a deadline that when it reaches a certain date, I'll have to stop saving. I'll have to buy what I want on that period. So the moment you do that, it's actually going to impose yourself on this challenge. You're actually going to see that it's really a big deal for you to hit this target, and you're going to push yourself to save more money. You're going to do anything possible to ensure that you actually save more money. You stop using your savings. You actually think of a way you can actually hit this goal really fast. But if you don't have a clear goal with a deadline, guys, it's going to be really hard for you to save money that fast, because back in your head you're going to see that it's not really an important thing for you to do, and you're going to drag behind. The moment you drag behind, if you're aiming to save money fast in a period of 1 year, guys, or maybe 6 months, it's going to be really hard for you to hit your goals. You have to set a really clear goal and set a deadline. If it's on certain dates, you have to make sure that date, when it reaches that date, you actually have to stop saving. The moment you just impose yourself with this discipline, it's going to be really easier for you to save more money, because everything that you do when it comes to money is going to be intentional, just for you to hit your goals. If you want to save money fast, even on a low income, you have to cut the cost of food immediately. Cut down the cost of food. No, right now it's not a time for you to eat really heavy meals. You have to cut down the cost of food, especially if you're someone who has been eating out for the last 3 months. You know, you have to stop that habit, because eating out is actually going to cost lots of money. And especially if you're someone who is always going to fancy restaurants, guys, you're going to find that you're spending lots of money on food. So if you want to save fast, you have to make sure that you reduce the amount of money you spend on food, because food is something that we do consume every single day. So if you cut down the cost a little bit, it's going to be easier for you to save more. So you can just stop eating out, avoid takeouts, you know, just be stingy for a while, avoid those coffee runs outside there. You prepare your own coffee, prepare your own meals at home. You know, this is going to help you actually save more money, because you're going to realize that in a day you're actually saving lots of money than previously, when you used to eat extravagantly. You know, you eat like a king. Don't get me wrong, eating is healthy, but if you're eating out, you always take out, you always buy super expensive dishes on expensive restaurants, guys, it's going to be hard for you to maximize your saving. For you to do that, cut the food cost immediately, prepare your own meals, and that is going to help you big time. This time, guys, you have to prepare your own meals. Don't go eating out in expensive restaurants, guys, because this is something that is going to slow down your saving progress. I said earlier that if you want to save more money fast, you have to cut out non-essentials. And maybe the subscriptions that you have right now, they're really important to you, but it's time for you to actually downgrade them. You know, downgrade the subscription, or if it's possible, cancel them completely for now, because you are actually chasing a goal. You want to save more money fast in a very short time. So guys, what you have to do, you have to downgrade the subscription. So if you're using maybe a $30 subscription, you can just downgrade it to $15 subscription in a month, which means you're actually saving $15 more. And if there are some of the subscriptions that you have right now that are taking money from your account that you actually don't really need, guys, I urge you to cancel them, because when you do that, you actually have more money to push into your savings account. And this means you're actually going to increase the rate at which you are saving every single month, and this is going to be a step forward when it comes to reaching your goals in savings. If you want to save money fast, guys, you have to take control of your spending. And one of the best way to take control of your spending, guys, switch to cash. You know, don't just walk around with the credit card, because you're going to be spending more than you anticipated, especially if you're going out with friends. Guys, it's really tricky. It's going to be hard for you to hold down the cash when you want to make your girlfriend happy, or you want to make your friends happy, or you want to enjoy with your family. So when you limit yourself, you switch to cash, and you actually only take the amount of money that you're supposed to spend on that day. You're going to be disciplined, because you know, if this cash runs out right now, I'm going home dry. So this means I'll be stuck in the streets with no even money to get me back home. So when you do that, when you switch to cash, you actually become mindful about how you spend your money, because when you look at the cash, you actually, man, I have a few dollars left, and if I go really nuts with how I spend money, with how I buy things around here, I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be broke, and I won't have anything left for me to cover for the rest of the journey, or for the rest of the days that I'll be hanging out, you know. So when you actually do this, it's actually going to take control of your spending habits. You're going to realize that you are really disciplined when it comes to how you're spending your money. So guys, switch to cash, and actually ditch your credit card for a while, and only use the money that you have, you know, the money that you actually set. It can be a weekly, it can be monthly. You can just sit down and set that amount of money that you actually need. This is going to actually work amazing for you, because guys, you're going to realize that those irregular purchases that you used to make, you're actually not going to do them, because if you do that, then you're messing up with the entire budget, and this means you're going to be stuck. So guys, implement this, and this is going to help you save more money really fast, even if your income is really low. If you want to save more money fast, something simple, you actually have to automate your savings. the moment you don't have to think about saving, it becomes really easier for you to push money there. When you automate, you actually don't have to sit down and plan how much money you're going to save. So you're going to sit down and maybe calculate on how much money you're going to push into your account and just automate it. The moment that money comes into your bank account, a certain amount of cash that you actually intended goes directly into your savings. So you actually won't have the excuses. You say, oh, maybe let me save less this month because I have some things that I need to do, because I have a vacation I need to go, so maybe I'll actually reduce a little bit the amount of money I'm going to save. If you're doing that manually, you can actually reduce the amount of money you save. But if it's now automated, it's going to be a really super hard thing for you to actually reduce the amount of money you're saving. So if you set that you're going to be saving about $150 in a month, you're actually going to do that really without stress, because you automated the entire thing. But if you didn't automate, guys, you're going to be tempted, especially if you have lots of expenses to take care of. You're going to be tempted to reduce the amount of money you save in a month so that to cover the extra bills. So automate your savings. This is going to save you a big time. Another tip that I can share with you if you want to save money fast is actually think of a way you can increase the sources, your income sources. Think of a way you can multiply them. If you have one source or two sources of income right now, think of how you can add up to maybe 5 if it's possible. The more sources of income you have, the more money comes in, and this means you get to save lots of money. So if you don't have other sources right now, think of way you can actually come up with those sources. Especially, I actually urge you to look for the active ones, because passive incomes, maybe my passive income stream, it's going to take a little bit a while for you to get money out of them. But if they're active gigs, just look for freelance gigs. If there's somewhere someone wants something to be fixed and you actually have an idea on how to do that, then put yourself in this job. Freelance jobs are really great, are going to increase the amount of money you earn in a month. So if you have about 3 or 4 sources of income, all these sources are actually actively bringing in money, guys, you're going to save lots of money. So the more money that you earn, the more money that you save, and this is a win for you, guys. If you want to save money fast right now, you have to check on your lifestyle, because you can't tell me that you save more money while you are actually living a luxurious lifestyle while your income is really low. So you have to think about that. If you are living a really lavish lifestyle and you want to save money for maybe a period of 6 months, then you have to actually change your lifestyle. Go with the lifestyle that is going to prevent you spending lots of money. Choose a lifestyle that is going to control your spending. So in my case, I'm a minimalist, so it's going to take care of my shopping sprees. This means I won't be buying things here and there, and it's going to save me a lot when it comes to saving. I'm going to save more money, than I anticipated. So right now, if you have a lifestyle that is really quick, lifestyle inflation, the moment you just buy things wherever you feel like, you just go to expensive restaurants without even thinking about it, you buy expensive goods. You're living a lavish lifestyle. While you can take control of this, guys, it's time to change things around and pick a lifestyle that is going to reduce the amount of money you spend in a month, and you're going to realize that it's working for you. So be frugal for a while. It's not going to hurt you really bad, and you're going to see that you're actually going to save lots of money and hitting your goals really fast. So guys, if you want to save money fast, I know this may be unrelated, but guys, you have to sell new stuff. Because if you have lots of junk in your garage, if you have lots of things that you actually don't need right now, it's going to be a really good idea, especially if those things are on a really good quality. Just sell them out, because you can just decide that the things that I'm going to sell, I'm actually going to invest that money. I'm going to put that money or invest it, or maybe I'm going to push the entire money into my account. So this means I have more money coming in my account, which means I'll be hitting my goals super fast. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. These are the tips that I wanted to share with you so bad when it comes to saving money fast, even when your income is low, and hopefully are going to work for you positively. You're going to hit your goals. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. It's AJ. Welcome to AJ Growth.